Hey, what's going on people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video we'll be counting down another top 10 weapons in Borderlands 3. This is part 2 of the top weapons in the game, and if you haven't yet, make sure to check out part 1, which also holds some incredibly powerful weapons. This is the best of the best, the guns that don't get asked to take a seat. They are the seat, and I'll be telling you why they're so good, give you tips on how to make their DPS skyrocket, and of course let you know how to get them. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like, and if you find the content helpful or entertaining and you haven't subscribed, then hitting that subscribe button helps out a ton. If you want to be cooler than you already are, you can even follow me on Twitter. I also plan to launch channel memberships soon, and to make them the best they can be, it'd be great if you could let me know what kind of perks would interest you. Make sure to let me know in the comments what your favourite item from part 2 is and whether you want to see a part 3. And let's crack into it. We open another top 10 of the best guns in the game with the Boogeyman, an alien barreled sniper that belongs exclusively to Arms Race. It can be found anywhere there, but does have an increased chance to drop from this chest. The Boogeyman is an enhanced version of the Leuda, enhanced in many ways. It has the same rapid fire rate but fires explosive projectiles with a high chance for each shot not to consume ammo. And it also has a chance on kill to spawn the Ghost of Disco's Past, which will seek out enemies and lead them to the dance floor of death. It goes a long way to solving the ammo-hungry nature of automatic sniper rifles and dishes out good damage at the same time. But unless you're Moze or have some way to regen ammo, it will still run dry quick. On her, it is an absolute powerhouse weapon, able to blast through people without batting an eye. Now for the Torrent, a new weapon to Borderlands 3. This one is an SMG that can come in fire, shock, radiation and corrosive. It belongs to Arms Race with an increased chance to drop from this chest. The Torrent is a whirlwind of destruction, firing lightweight bullets at a phenomenal rate which crash through whatever lay in front of them. Its fire rate is often comfortably over 20 and it has a large magazine size, although you'll still find yourself reloading every 5 seconds. Especially when using a ×2 variant. There's no doubt that this gun can blitz health bars, but it is let down by one key thing, and that's its projectile speed. Although a lot of bullets come out of its barrel really quickly, they don't rush to where they're supposed to go, making it difficult to land the entire barrage. When they do land though, health bars drain fast, and it has the potential to lay waste to anyone. The Clairvoyance is next, a freezing assault rifle from DLC 2, which can only be obtained by defeating Critchy. You fight around here in Curse Haven. The Clairvoyance is a steadfast Jacob's rifle that can be pieced together in a number of different ways. Your standard semi-auto, fully automatic, or even multi-palleted through the masher prefix. Whatever one you get, it's going to do work, and it's up to personal preference. It's a gun that comes into its own when you land some critical hits. When that happens, the projectile will not only ricochet to a nearby opponent, but will stick to them and explode after a short time. When you land multiple, they will explode in unison, causing a big spike in damage. It's a gun you can never go wrong with, and is especially great on flat. Coming in hot, it's the Plague Bearer, an alien barreled elemental launcher that can come in all of the elements, and will drop the quickest from the Warden. You fight around here in the Anvil. The Plague Bearer must be charged before firing, consumes the 3 ammo per shot, and fires a large orb similar to those from the Backburner, which cause a singularity where they land, sucking enemies in, and sending a swarm of damaging rockets after them. It is unrelenting, infecting everyone with massive amounts of damage. Just fire it over top of your enemies and watch as the homing projectiles spiral off and devour whoever gets too close. There's simply no escaping it. Each shot encases some serious damage potential that will see the field go silent in an instant. It's an awesome gun, especially on Moze, and particularly on the mobbing front. Number 6 now, and it's the Convergence, a peak Hyperion shotgun that can come in all available flavours. It's exclusive to DLC 4 and has an increased chance to drop from Dr. Benedict. You fight here in the Benediction of Pain. The Convergence is a shotgun that gets things done. Each time you land a shot, a cluster of blades converge, intersecting your target from all directions. They serve to raise its damage beyond what you'd think possible, cutting into anyone standing too close. Its unique effect is not just great at boosting its damage, but also helps to proc abilities, and makes a consecutive hits anointment a great choice. It's the perfect automatic shotgun for every character in every situation. A Ricochet Amara can get the needles coming out of multiple enemies at once, and Flat can even get them hitting crits. It comes in times 3, times 4, times 6 and times 8 variants, and I find times 4 to be the best, but any one of them will prove equally capable of taking on whatever challenge you face. Moving on now to the Sandhork, a Mayhem 6 Plus dial sniper rifle that can't come non-elemental, and has an increased chance to drop from Katagawa Jr. You fight here atop of Atlas HQ, but you can also get it from the Guardian takedown bosses. The Sandhork is a heavy damage dealer, no doubt about it, firing 7 projectiles per shot at a rapid pace, with each one hitting harder than the Malik's Bane. I know that's hard to believe. The multiple pellets and its fire rate combine to make a monster, capable of defeating bosses in a single magazine. With all that destruction does come a cost though, and that's in the form of ammo. The Sandhork is not ammo friendly, consuming 3 bullets per shot, making it very hard to mob with consistently on anyone but Moze, although a super soldier shield will help. However, there is no doubt that it has plenty in there to bring down the toughest of opponents. Now for the Anarchy, a DLC 2 TDO shotgun that can come in all elements, including non-elemental, that has an increased chance to drop from Kukawajak that you find around here in Nagol Nashire. The Anarchy is a damaging shotgun, able to rail off incredibly powerful rounds, but it's not like that at first. You need to prove you can wield it by either killing enemies or emptying its magazine. Doing so will increase its power by 30% of whatever it was dealing at that time, making it insanely powerful at its max cap of 10. To get the most damage out of it, you'll want one with 18 or 20 pellets, which also serve to stack it up faster. It is a gun that takes a little bit of work, as it will lose its stacks every time you down, but when you have it at the top of its game, there isn't anything you won't be able to destroy. At number 3 is the Kick Charger, a new elemental launcher found in Arms Race that has an increased chance to drop from this chest. The Kick Charger is Gearbox's apology for the Iron Cannon nerf. They reskinned it, unnerfed it, and gave it even more damage. Like a few other launchers, it comes with a charge mechanic that boosts its damage based on how long you hold the trigger, up until a point. To tell when it's fully charged, the pulse will be let out of the barrel, signifying that the next shot will be packed with power. It fires supercharged elemental beams that penetrate right through enemies, causing mountains of collateral damage. It's the quintessential railgun, firing a fast-paced burst of energy that'll fly through any flesh it touches. It's extremely good value for ammo, consuming just the 1 per shot, and is easily capable of deleting mobs with a single trigger press. It's the ultimate one-shot machine, especially when coupled with a 390 anointment, able to hit crazy damage numbers that'll see pretty much everything fall to your sword. Time now for the Complex Root, an incredibly unique sniper rifle from DLC 3. It can come in any of the elements and 2 that you can switch between, and has an increased chance to drop from Lanny Dixon around in this area of Ashfall Peaks. The Complex Root is a gun that doesn't conform to the normal gun rules, firing twin bursts of elemental energy that trigger a series of explosions which can cause cataclysmic levels of damage. It's pretty insane what it can do, as the light show it produces is able to tear right through your enemies from the inside out. The secondary explosion counts as splash damage, able to be amplified greatly on Moze. And by greatly, I mean step back, they're gonna kill ya. So if you want a mob without going down, grab a shock variant and pair that with a transformer. Other Vol Hunters don't have to worry so much and can still dish out huge amounts of damage. Its best anointments include action skill in splash and consecutive hits, and it's one of the few top tier sniper rifles that value your ammo pool. It's great across the board, both mobbing and bossing, and it holds the crown as the most unassuming but damaging weapon in the game. Number 1, we've made it, we're here, and rounding off part 2 is the Beacon, a melee 1 blaster that belongs to DLC 3, which has an increased chance to drop from Jarek Logan. You fight around here in Bloodsun Canyon. The Beacon fires a stream of elemental fury that blows enemies apart. The recoil is quite sharp and it isn't particularly accurate, but the splash damage radius does help you to hit shots that you might otherwise miss. It is an extremely versatile weapon that also deals heavy damage. There isn't a situation where the Beacon wouldn't perform well, and the splash damage helps Mose and even Amara raise its DPS further. It can take out any type of enemy on every given day, blowing them apart without a care in the world. It shines as one of the game's top pistols, able to annihilate a pack of enemies and have a boss quickly begging for mercy. So that's all for this video. F in the chat for all the amazing guns that didn't get featured, and let me know if you'd like to see them in a part 3. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like and hey, maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one.